set of Krugs after stealing them away.
Well, track repel is set up here as Barrel's gonna have to flash. Okay, crash down. Can he actually escape the situation is the question as the flash comes out from Prince. The track repel finally going to be used here as Prince going down so low depth. Can he get it? And he does. Pioshik's gonna come down as well as the Blade Caller gets the snare and the flash has to come through from the Tahm Kench. I believe it was first blood to Prince, but it's Beryl that dies instead of Deft. As going down very low, Dove now in the area as well. As can Croco get in? The answer is absolutely yes. And he locks this one down. Pioshik, can he get out? And yes, he does. Emperor's Divide's going to land onto two as Zeka's diving forward once again. Croco locks down the Rel as Zeka just has no damage left remaining. All the deception, though, will come on through, and he gets the extra essence as well. Charm lands, Chain doesn't. And it's going to be the Ahri that is able to secure this one. Another W comes through, and Dove manages to pick up the kill this time, as Beryl being very patient, waiting in the brush. Croco over here as well.
Has kick, no flash.
DRX are going to move themselves back. There's the separation immediately. Pioshik was in position though. They're looking to lock down Kyle. Immediately the break caller is going to do it. A track repel stuns up Croco, but in comes the LeBlanc with so much value. Pioshik though is just going to get these resets. Closes in trouble now as Pioshik gets access to Lee Sin, which he absolutely loves. Grabs another kill as well, this time onto the LeBlanc, and DRX are back on the board.
DRX absolutely on the back on the board for this, and King and Cannonball. Zeka.
Yeah, Dove looks for the Emperor's Divide, finds it here as well as the Abyssal Dive comes through from Kyle. Not quite enough damage though, as you can see here as he gets another Arise, and that will lock down the Ahri. Now Beryl tries to crash over the wall, but crashes into the wall instead and closes. Well, you can see Beryl tidying up vision where he can. DRX are going to make their way into the river. Everfrost not going to find too much value, but the Moonlight Vigil absolutely does. Zeka in so much trouble as they have to back away. The Everfrost going to be avoided with the Spirit Rush as Kyle maybe a little bit overly aggressive there. He's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. Cannon Barrage will secure the kill as Pioshik turns into a catfish and makes his way out. But surely
immediately, like as fast as possible, they could trade this for a Drake, but you don't want that trade.
Well, Blade of the Ruin King now going to be used. Take the Viego for a walk day here for closer. Meanwhile, towards that top side, Kingin holding on to... No, has thrown down the ultimate already. Zeka dives in. Dove goes golden. Croco in the back of the pit right now as Deft is going to move on over here. Moonlight Vigil, I believe, went completely wide as now they all just get into the pit, but it's Croco that locks down the smite. The Azir goes down extraordinarily low as Deft is still alive, but so is Prince, and he's absolutely gigantic. Croco dives onto Deft right here as the Magnet Storm comes in from Beryl, trying to tidy up here as best he can. Orbit Deception's pretty strong, as now Beryl finds even more. Zeka getting on over there, but Beryl cannot do it by himself, and Deft is on sub 100 health. As the Baron was secured and Liv Sandbox, I guess, just standing in front of Closer and now taking damage from the Drake as well. So he's down extraordinarily low, no ulti available. Kingin just in the back of the pit, he's just gonna run up, shoot Prince, but what? How did Deft get that? Was that a Blade Caller from Narnia? What the hell happened? Liv Sandbox moving on over. The Baron's gonna be up in 5 seconds time. DRX are considering just trading Soul for Baron. And
do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they've already started this one up. Croco moving on to Vision. Beryl going to crash over the wall. And Kingin is in here. Croco taking a lot of damage. I believe they got the bad news. This is getting taken as Closer uses his Everfrost a little bit too early. Chains are going to miss as well. As Croco gets into the pit, he wins these, but not this time. Closer takes a lot of damage as well, as now DRX looking to win the fight, as well as everything else. Deft flashes out of the pit, stays alive for so extraordinarily long, but now Prince is completely popping off. Somehow Closer also survived throughout this entire time, as Kingin, he needs to try and back as best he can. Dove's gonna take down Deft for the first time this game, and that was, I believe, a teleport to a Nexus turret.
But I think that the game is going to end before he gets to use any of that Baron buff. He can at least use it defensively, I suppose. But teleport mid here, and the rotation over of Closer means this is very likely Liv Sandbox upsetting here 2-1 against DRX.
And they've done it before as well. It's like history repeats itself once again as Closer dives on top of King, and he's doing some pretty fancy footwork, but it's not going to save his Nexus as Croco goes down to his GA and the Nexus gets destroyed. trade, you get the best. You know?
Yeah. True. Stopwatch here for Kale is amazing, but look at Prince. Like Zeka is he's split between so many different schools of thought. He's like, how can I deal with both carries at once?
Kyle won that whole fight.
This God tier.
Just insane.
Stopwatch
Arm
perfect.
catch is too strong, dude.
Carries both of them getting pretty empowered. And this is saying sorry. He's like, no, you did great. Like you actually did fantastically. Prince is saying,
Yeah.
and he's like, that was so sick, so sick. And they're just like, all right, let's push for this. Kill him.
And remember,
let's get the tower first.
And remember, this is a Live Sandbox that are just coming off an upset victory over KT as well. And I mean, how long do we have to say it's upset until we have to say